All right, troops, welcome to the Action Elite. My name is Owen. Hello, J-Man, Stephen, Sean, John, and Charlie. How are you?
What's happening?
Hey. And thank you all for joining me tonight. And behold, first time ever, Owen is wearing a different hat. My MI2 hat, which I've had for 26 years. So I got this whenever the film first came out. I think I got it in Glasgow or something, but it's still that's why it's shaped a bit weird, because it's 26 years old. But I thought, well, if I only wear it tonight, and that's perfect time to wear it, as we were discussing John Woo's Mission Impossible 2. And it's funny, after watching it the other day, I decided to watch all of the movies, and I watched the entire franchise. So then I didn't watch Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning because I watched them very recently, just a couple of months ago, so I remembered them. But I wanted to watch all the other ones. I wanted to watch Part 3 because I couldn't remember anything about it, and I went through all the others. And I got to say, it's probably the best action franchise of all time, just in terms of just the action scenes.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Now, I remember when, and thank you, Adam, for the sexy cap. It is quite sexy, I must say. So, what's he saying? Listening to the MI2 soundtrack, Limp Bizkit, Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica was on there.
Yeah. I remember seeing Limp Bizkit in concert shortly after it came out, and they did take a look around live, and you're hearing the dun 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 live with the electric guitars. I was like,
that is cool.
Awesome.
That's a great. Like, that theme is like one of the all-time great themes.
Oh yeah, just anytime he does something awesome, and this movie is the best it's ever sounded. Like the MI2 score is the best Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah,
score
it's
to me.
crazy.
Hans Zimmer at his best, particularly at the end when he jumps on the motorbike, and it's the electric guitar version starts playing on it, and I was like, oh hell yeah, it's just so cool. And this is the coolest Mission Impossible movie. It's probably my second favorite one. I think Fallout is probably my favorite. I think that's probably the best one. But this is the one I've watched the most. I've watched this about 20, 30 times over the years. And I love pretty much everything about it. It is some of it unintentionally funny. I was like, but I still love every second of it. I love the fact that Sean Ambrose, the villain, is a proper character. I think he's the best character, the best villain of the franchise, because he's fleshed out. You see him in it for most of it. He has lots of dialogue. He genuinely loves her, which I like. I like whenever he finds out that she was just working with Ethan, that you see him crying a bit, and he's absolutely devastated because he genuinely was in love with her, even though he's an absolute piece of shit. But shout out to Dougray Scott for being a great villain, because Scott's always been great villains. So love him in it. The action in it is awesome. It's got the John Woo style. It's the brightest looking Mission Impossible film. Whenever I've been watching them all, the colors are just so vibrant and jump off the screen. Where all the other ones are kind of a little muted, particularly when you go to the third movie, which is sort of ugly in comparison. That was kind of what they were doing. 1, 2, and 3, they were totally finding their feet as it went along. And I was thinking that after the third movie, they kind of lost the track. The fourth movie was Brad Bird, and the rest were Chris McQuarrie. But it lost the whole, it should have a different feel with every movie, because I think Part 4 and for the rest of them, it just kind of feels like the same thing. And it's all a continued story. I liked how 1, 2, and 3 are just standalone stories. And then they all just became this, ongoing thing where I was like, okay, now I've got to watch the other movies to know what's happening here, who this character is, and whatever else. And it's kind of like what they did with James Bond, the Daniel Craig movies, where they connected all. But all in all, I do enjoy all the movies, and I'm going to get abuse from J-Man for this, but I actually liked the third one when I watched it. I was like, I hate the rabbits thing that we never find out what it is, but you kind of know when it says biohazard on it, it's going to be a fucking virus, so it's what it is. But there's some decent action scenes in it. The bridge scene is cool. I like the helicopter chase around the windmills. That's cool. I love Philip Seymour Hoffman because he's just a fantastic actor anyway. Also, his name's Owen. The bad guy's called Owen. Come on.
There's too many problems. He's targeting him for no reason. We don't see the mission. They explain what they're going to do, and then they don't show it. So you're like, okay, that was weird.
But that's JJ to a T, though. But
it's JJ. And then he introduced baggage.
And it's his fault that really they did it with the rest of them.
Now every fucking movie, what's going on? Why isn't she in this one? Where's this?
Where's her wife?
I hated that too, because I was like, because the thing was, he had chemistry with Tandy Newton in the second
He
movie.
was,
I
he
thought
was
the
the
two,
best.
the two
Like,
of them were magnetic on screen in the second one,
time.
and there was no chemistry with anybody else in the rest of the movie
course.
because everyone is scared of having sex or relationships on movies.
Exactly.
Now you can't have sexiness
Exactly.
anymore. But Tandy Newton was so sexy in that movie.
Yes.
The only thing I would say in terms of a flaw, and it's not really a flaw, is the scene where they're doing the car chase at the beginning, where they're like flirting with each other while driving. They totally lifted that from Goldeneye.
I mean,
Famke Janssen, so it's like the same scene practically.
They literally stole like that scene's in every James or that's in like 30% of the James Bond movies.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah. But it's hardly a major thing. Yeah, I love the music, although it's like overly dramatic, like with the big choir music and everything. I fucking love that. That's so epic. And like whenever he's like walking past the flames and then like the dove flies past, and I was like, yes, it's so awesome. But the thing is, this movie has an identity, and you just know watching it. I was like, this is a John Woo movie. It's got style, whereas the other movies all kind of blend into each other. I'm like, wait, did that happen in that movie? I know every scene that happens in this movie. It has the best fight scene at the end. It was the creation of action hero Tom Cruise, where he hadn't really been proper action star here, but it's like great fight scene. It's the first R-rated one, isn't it? Wasn't it R-rated?
It was originally R-rated, but they cut it back to PG-13.
It's a 15 in the UK, so it was sort of uncut there. So 12A or 12 would have been PG-13, but 15 would be an R. Yeah.
So what would that would have been like? What 14A and
14A here, I think. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, nothing happens like that. It could be whatever. How could it be R? Like R. That's
John Woo made it R.
Okay.
Like that final fight. If you pay attention to the cuts, you know John Woo movies, you're like, oh, that was way bloodier, and it's cut weird because bullet holes was going through people. Blood squibs were going to be flying off. So yeah, it was R, and they made them cut it.
Ooh, I'd like to see that they should do an uncut version of that. That'd be awesome.
I mean, to me, it feels like the most violent of them, though. Like the final fight scene, and you know that like. To me, the most painful looking bit is whenever the fight with Sean at the end, and he falls back and he bangs his head off the rock, but you don't really see it.
Yeah.
But
he's
dead. But I love the way Sean says hunt, because it sounds like the other word that begins with
yes.
And he's like, you should have killed me, hunt. It's just like the way he says it with the accent, because it sounds the best when we say it. Because in Scotland that's not a bad word, it's just not a name for a person. Yeah,
I know that Peter Capaldi uses it in the loop all the time, and literally right on a cake and stuff. And he's like, who gave me this? He's like, well, they call me the C word. He's like, could be anybody.
Exactly.
It could have been anybody. They all call me that.
Yeah, that's right. Hannibal Lecter, of course. Anthony Hopkins. I kind of hate that he was only in this one because I loved Anthony Hopkins. He was so great. I love all the stuff in Seville. I like the playful tone of it as well, like the flirty nature between Tandy and Tom. Like I said, I just love that. So yeah, I love this movie. I don't understand why people dump all over it now. I think it's the most stylish of any of them. It's the one that really stands out. For me, if I'm being honest, my least favorite one of the franchise, the one I watched the least, not that it's a bad movie, is actually the first one. I think it's a good movie, but I find it a little slow. And I think this one is where, like I said, it made Tom Cruise the action star with fights and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, I've rabbited on long enough. So would somebody else? Let's go to Charlie. Rather than you being last, you and I.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I remember when this came out. Like this, there was more buzz about this than the original. Metallica did a music video, which they rarely did for big screen movies, doing "I Disappear." Limp Bizkit doing the Mission Impossible theme. Like, it was everywhere. And I saw this in theater. I didn't see the first one in theater. I remember me and my dad rented it, and I think Dad watched it first, and I asked him about it, and I was like, you watched it the last weekend, what'd you think? He goes, pretty good. He goes, some little bit of action. And I watched it later on and went, yeah, it's not bad. It definitely is. They were trying to be the TV show and add a little bit of stuff, like the helicopter in the tunnel thing at the end is pretty cool. But number two is like they just went balls to the wall, and I think the issue is a lot of people have with this movie is they probably have never seen a John Woo movie.
Yeah.
So they can't appreciate what this movie actually is. This is the epitome of John Woo. We love Hard Target and Hard Boiled and all this other stuff. Every bit of that's in this movie. There are motorcycles, there are black long coats everywhere. There's double guns, there's rolling and flipping while firing your gun. Like everything John Woo's known for is in this and turned to 11. And Tom Cruise was here for it. Like he's the one that called Woo to do it. And you can feel it. So yeah, I love this one. This one, until Fallout, was my favorite of all of them. I would watch this one the most. Freaking motorcycles fighting each other, doing the whole endo on the front wheels. It was just so cool. And I still just I can't stop watching it when it's on now. I've watched it 3 times before the stream. Thankfully it's on Amazon Prime, so I was like, screw it, just put it on there, best version of it. And I have 0 complaints about this one. I really don't have anything I'm worried about. I like Owen said, the villain. He is probably the better villain. I know the other one, he gets more sadistic, and you do hate the guy in the last 4, or I still haven't watched the last 2, but up until Fallout, I like the Sean Ambrose character. He's like the anti Tom Cruise Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
He wears his face in the beginning.
Yeah. He's the chimera to Tom Cruise's Bellerophon.
Yeah,
exactly. So they fit that. Speaking of the masks, I think this one has the most amount of mask swaps, and I still love the first when Sean takes Hunt's face off when he's on the plane. That still looks fucking cool.
Yeah,
like I know it was double done and layered over, but it still looks amazing. I have 0 complaints whatsoever. I like Luther in this one. First words out of his mouth is shit. It's just, he cracks me up in it. Like he's kind of the I know they tried to make the Australian guy, I never remember his name, the comedic relief.
Billy is a character, isn't it?
Billy. Luther's the comedic relief in this movie. I have always liked him in these. And I know somebody last week said something about 3 is when they really start putting the team together. This one still had a good team. They just, Luther's the only one that continues later, and I think that's where the later movies do get better, is now it's a team. Also, fun fact, this is the only movie other than, actually, no, the first one isn't either. This is the only one where he's actually working for the IMF. Everything else, he's been disavowed by the IMF. He's treated as the traitor of the IMF. The IMF has been disbanded. So it's like, this is the only true one where Anthony Hopkins gives him a mission. Also, the first time they ever say Mission Impossible in the Mission Impossible movies was, him getting to say that. So I kind of like it.
Not mission difficult or whatever.
Yeah, it's not mission difficult. It's Mission Impossible.
Walking apart.
Great way to screws that in. But nah, I like this one a lot. This is my second favorite behind Fallout. So
yeah, I would have to agree. Sean Ambrose.
Yeah, well, I was going to say he's in the Council of Sean's. He's recruited.
There
you go.
Mission Impossible 2. I realized over the years, whatever you see ranking lists, it's like Fallout is number 1 and 2 is the last one. And that's usually the bookends, and everything else in the middle jumbles around. Like I was just taking a quick look right now, and 2 is always the last one.
Yeah.
I don't know if people, whenever I heard complaints about Mission Impossible 2, is from people that obviously hadn't seen the movie and only knew the trailers, and what people like to complain about who also didn't see the movie, like the doves, which are in it for like a minute.
Yeah, if even that.
Like 15 seconds or something.
Yeah,
I almost timed it just to be weird about it, but I was like,
well, the fun part is they're pigeons first. The dove is the one coming through the fire.
Yeah, the
pigeons and doves he uses.
Pigeons are on screen longer. They got the one up on
pigeons. The motorbike thing where they both collide and stuff like that. That's not the movie. I think anyone who listens to those and says, okay, well, Mission Impossible 2 stuck, and watch the movie would be very surprised, because it's very much a James Bond picture, like through and through and through.
Yeah,
it is more like the show, as you say, Charlie. I mean, like they do the same thing with like they have a sound stage where they make sets to fool people and stuff, and and all that stuff. And the makeup effect thing, like so in the original show, they made a big deal if you could just like peel your face off and you're a different guy, right?
Right.
In the first movie, I saw part 1 as well yesterday, because I was just curious, and I'd seen it before. And in that one, for whatever reason, they chose to go with a real prosthetic, and it looked terrible. And it's like Tom Cruise in a prosthetic, looking like
I remember. Yeah.
in a rubber mask.
Yeah.
And John Woo went back to the basics. It's like the way they did it in the show was perfect. It says you're just gonna make the rubbery part more rubbery and really sell the thing. They just do this and then cut away, and it's it's pretty cool. So that was cool. Yeah, you're right. There is more of a team, and there's a team in every movie, but I think it was more just an Ethan Hunt thing. Yeah, I think people will get bored by this movie. But to me, going back to the James Bond thing, it is that travelogue shot on location spectacle. I really like that kind of thing. It makes it feel more like an epic, like a journey, like from beginning to end. And all of the intrigue is pretty good too. It's like, because right away the sidekick guy is like calling Sean out on his horniness, and he's like, well, if I want to be horny, I'll be horny. And he cuts a little tip off his pinky or whatever. And
which comes into play.
Yeah. Yes.
It wasn't just there to be there.
Yep.
Smart.
Foreshadowing.
So all that stuff runs throughout and gets different dimensions added to it. It's pretty cool. Even when the guy is dressed as Tom Cruise, he takes off the it's like, oh, now they know everything, right? This has something that the James Bond movies don't really do, and I wish they would. Like a real like a gotcha moment for the hero. So at the end, of course, Tom Cruise is disguised as the sidekick, and then puts the sidekick his face on the sidekick and everything. And then when he runs out with the thing, and the theme is like bam, 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 it's awesome. Yes. It's like because he got away with it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the best bit of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mission Impossible 2 is great. I think like if you rank it with the other movies, I guess it's gonna go last. If people like a lot of action in their movies, like 4 onward are pretty neat. My problem with 4 onward, and Charlie, you touched on this, is that they're a bit too self-aware. They're going for twists on what you know. I just want to see what I know.
Right.
I just want to see he gets the mission and he goes on the mission. I don't want this like now we're the bad guys. Isn't that a big twist? Like, no, I want to see a regular Mission Impossible, man.
Yeah.
And
you put
if you
little
want
twists
that,
in,
you go with
but not
2.
big. Yeah.
It's funny when I was watching them all the other day. I was like, Rogue Nation is one of the most forgettable ones as well. I was like, it has probably the best opening scene with the plane and him hanging off it. But then the rest of the film, I'm like, yeah, there's not really anything else that really stands out in that one either. Ghost Protocol, I love as well because the Burj Khalifa sequence. I think that's a great scene. That's cool. But yeah, Fallout I like because I love Cavill in it. I kind of hate that he ends up being a bad guy. Spoiler alert. Yeah, but like, no, you gotta be a bad guy. But he's got a mustache, so he always has to be a bad guy. Yeah. But yeah, you always knew that anyway. But it's got some great action scenes in it as well, even if it's too long. And the last 2 movies, because they're too long, then I won't watch them as much. But they're still good anyway. They're solid movies. But just the villain in Rogue Nation leading to Fallout. Exactly. Yeah. Sean Harris, who is brilliant because he's so calm and creepy. He's always a great villain where there's just that quiet menace to him. He doesn't need to shout. And it's just the how to be a bad guy where he's just quiet and unsettling. That's really good. So, G-Man.
All right. I've been crossing out. This movie's a masterpiece. I've been crossing out. I have pages of notes. I've been crossing out stuff to not overlap. So you guys, I agree with everybody that's already spoken. Owen, you almost summed up everything. I agree. I agree with you 100% on all of it. There's 0 negatives. So if you said there was a negative, I don't agree with that. But there's 0 negatives. The villain is equal to the hero. Yep. He's the same. He has the same training. They wear each other's face. Like he wears the guy's face. He impersonates the hero. He does it so well that he can trick Naya by revealing information. He doesn't listen in like a dumbass in movies. oh, I overheard some information. Now I know the whole plot. It's like, no, he proactively investigates treachery. It's like, oh, there's wind. Oh, maybe she's not with you, buddy. Oh, I'm going to fucking find that shit out right now. Whoosh, put the Tom Cruise face on. Because he knows he's in it, right? This is like Face Off. John Woo does this all the time with movies. In Killer, Hard Boiled, all these movies, there's always the two guys who are equally awesome. They have their team. Sean Ambrose has his guys. Ethan has his guys. And it's just who's going to win first. This is my all-time favorite thing, like Death Note. I love Death Note. If you guys have read or watched any of the Death Notes, not the shitty live-action American ones. But I like where there's two guys. They're both equal head-to-head. Moriarty, Sherlock, right? Those are the best things because now you're like, oh man, they're one-upping each other. It's a cat and mouse game. Who's got the virus? Who's got the cure? I need that. No, I need that. That's awesome. The transition style, like the girl dancing and she spins and her dress spins and it becomes
I love that transition. Yeah,
like beautiful. It looks amazing. I love the flame in the eyes. There's reflections. He sees the reflection of the timer in the water. Like, yo, what the heck? Guys, there's so much crazy, awesome shit in this movie. We would need to do a commentary. We need to play the movie and talk through it to tell you every awesome scene. Like Charlie, what you're saying, it's John Woo saying, okay, I have all of my tools. I'm going to put them all in this movie. And then I'm going to even just make it awesome on top of that because it's still Tom Cruise being awesome. He had the longer hair, which is badass in this movie. Sunglasses, motorbikes.
It's John Woo with a budget.
It's John with a budget. Yeah.
Come on.
I love. Okay, so I'm just gonna go quickly through my bullet points. Okay, like they're dancing, and Naya is running, stops, and they stop the tap, and then they start dancing again. And she goes again to keep silent. Right? It's like, oh, that's so cool. Like cool little details like that. She could have just snuck. She didn't just sneak around the house to steal the necklace in the beginning. She's following the rhythm of the dance. I'm like, that's friggin' cool, man. That's cool. It's very sensual. There's sexuality in it. You're like, yeah, this is. There needs to be some sort of human element. I didn't give a crap about any relationship at all. Zero and I love 4 or 5. In
the other movies, there's nothing. I feel nothing for any of the characters in any of the other ones.
Yeah. Yep. I actually really like them all. And some of the action in these other movies are unbelievable. Yeah. Like we're sitting here like, this is unbelievable. Like this is crazy, but I like them. They're together. And I love that he recruited her. He's like, okay, we've got our thief. Oh, no. She's just his ex-girlfriend. But I like her. That sounds like a sad story, but she's going in and being his girlfriend again. It's like, oh, that sucks. And she's not happy about it, but they got to trust each other. Dude, they take the thing out. He puts it in his left pocket and they're telling you, okay, yep.
My left jacket.
Left jacket pocket. Okay, got that left jacket pocket. And she puts it in the wrong one. And the way John Woo shows it, it's not explained on the fucking screen. Oh, hey, idiots. She put it in the wrong thing. We can see because of the way he does the editing and shows everything. You're like, oh, because then the audience like, oh shit, that was the wrong one. And then later he's like, yeah, it's in my right pocket. You're like, oh, he knows it's in the wrong pocket.
That was the moment he fucked up.
Right. Yeah, that was awesome, right? Okay, so that was awesome. There's some To Catch a Thief. It's a little bit like a To Catch a Thief Notorious, I think was another thing. Steve can talk about that, I think, if you recognize those things. What else? What other ones? I got a couple more other ones. Yeah, the reflection, the glasses is awesome. I like the Greek mythology stuff. That's always cool. Cutting the finger, Sean mentioned. He cuts the finger off, but that becomes important because that's a cue to the audience to know that, oh, he swapped guy. Now we know that's not Ethan. However, you don't really know for sure. Like maybe he'll get out of it somehow, but then they show, oh, the finger. Oh shit, that was the wrong guy. That was cool the way they did that, right? That was awesome. I talked about the jacket pocket. I love that Sean Ambrose pretends to be the guy. That is so cool. And I like that he does love her. Owen, you mentioned that. I like that when Ving Rhames is explaining the plan of how to break in, it's cutting away to Sean saying, I know how Ethan thinks. He's not good. This is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Cat and mouse. I'm going to go left. He's going to go left. You know, like they're literally intercut. I don't know if the other movies have done that. You guys can let me know. But like that interplay is badass because like, oh fuck, he knows the plan too. Like, yeah, he's one of these pumped up guys, so he knows what this guy's going to do.
Yeah, this is the only time they've done that because they've never had an equal to Hunt.
No, the villains have only ever just been like in the background and they say a few lines. Like Sean Harris just looks evil and whispers a few things, whatever, and is intimidating. But that's it. In terms of like an actual character who is like matches him, there isn't anyone for the rest of the series that matches him like Sean does. Yeah,
that scene alone, if you break it down even more, is it's showing how Hunt will go above and beyond to not kill the guards. So he goes through this whole elaborate thing to break in, hold your breath. Oh my God, he's gonna get caught. He's gonna get caught. And fucking Sean Ambrose walks in and shoots the fucking guard and just walks right into the building.
Brilliant, because he doesn't give a crap.
It could have been exactly.
Yeah, the rules don't apply to him. Okay, Naya, what an amazing character, because first of all, she injected herself. She doesn't know for sure if Ethan can get it done, but she has faith because she knows. And then she's like going to commit suicide and stuff.
Yeah, really sacrifice herself. Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit, God, this is not happening in any of these other movies like at all. They're super awesome action movies with kick-ass stuff and some of the action in the other movies is better than the action in this one, maybe, or but whatever.
Equal, at least.
Equal. Yeah. But I mean, look, they're playing chicken with the bikes. They grab each other. The fight, dude. This was a fight. It had to come. They were so equal with each other in terms of like their knowledge. They're fighting each other, one-upping each other. Then it's like, okay, it's gonna get settled. The friggin' Christopher Lee, Yoda. It's like this is not gonna be solved by the Force. This is gonna be solved by the Star Wars 26 minutes in. This is gonna be solved by the lightsabers. And they're like, F it. Let's go on the beach and kick the shit out of each other and let the best man win on this one. That was awesome. I love going to the eye. I love when there's
I love that shot. Yeah.
I mean, they're doing martial arts and he's doing the kicks. And you're like, we walked out of the theater. I was like, God damn, this was cool. What the shit? This was crazy. I saw part one in the theater. I thought this is really cool. And most of the time I had to explain it to everybody. My mom saw it. She's like, I don't understand anything that happened in that movie. I said, I don't have time to explain it to you. Just believe me, it was pretty cool. She's like, I don't understand anything that happened in this movie. We watched it on VHS. I'm like, let me explain it to you. Part two, I was like, this is just awesome. It might not be Mission Impossible as the show or as it later becomes, but it's an awesome movie. And I never really watched Mission Impossible. So if people are the people ranking this as bad, they're not Mission Impossible super fans who have watched the series 100 times.
They're also not John Woo fans either.
They're also and they're not quality film fans. If you put 3 above this, you're insane and need to be put out of your misery. That's an absolute disgrace. Anyway, you put 2 and 3 next to each other, your eyes will not move to 3. I guarantee you. You'll be like, oh yeah, 3 is on over here. Ah, fuck, I don't need to watch that. Like guaranteed. Like with part 4 or 5, you might be like, ooh, okay, I've seen this one a few times. Let me watch this action scene here. You might turn, right? But you're not going to turn for 3. Anyway, it's awesome. It's 10 out of 10. It's the best one, in my opinion. It's the best movie. Is it the best Mission Impossible? I don't know. I do like, what's the one you're talking about? The Henry Cavill one? Yeah. Is that Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. I really like that.
I like them all.
I do. I really actually, which I actually don't like at all. But I really do like 1. It'd probably be the next weakest.
Yeah,
I'd say 3 is. It's only because it's part 1, and I don't know. I just like it is cool, and I've seen it many times. I owned it on VHS. I'm not like. As soon as part 2 came out, I'm like, well, I'm probably never going to watch part 1.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Friday the 13th, part 1. After you see Friday the 13th, 2, 3, 4,
it's like, man, I forget what 1 was even about. Let me watch it again. Oh, I remember now. And
but it's still good. It's good.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just
part 1.
Yeah, before watching the last 2 movies, you need to watch the first one, though, because the Final Reckoning really refers back to events in the first movie and the third movie, because that actually explains what the rabbit's foot is. Finally,
right? I just don't.
That's good to know.
Long. No. I think part 2. It's 2 hours and a little bit.
It's just 2 hours. The second one, but. Like it's funny, like there's not much action in like the first half, and yet it's establishing characters and everything. But people don't like that now because everything just has to be quick, no attention span. But that's what John Woo does. Like even Hard Target, it's the big set pieces at the end.
Of course.
And that's the way he builds up, establishes relationships with characters and story,
And
and then you have the explosive finale.
Yeah, and the characters in Hard Target are awesome.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. Like again, you got your two guys again. Like this is the thing with John Woo. He has two. Like I mean, this is just how it goes. And there's the reloading while talking. Dude, come on. That's like John Woo 101. Okay, guys, John Woo 101, page 1. There needs to be a scene where the two guys have the guns and they're talking and reloading. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, good.
They're not back to back, but it's close enough.
It's so, close to Charlie. I don't. This is not a negative because we've seen it so many times with back to back. But I was like, if they were just back to back in this, it'd just be a little.
Tom Cruise has got his back to him.
He does have his back. I noticed that too. He has his back to him. So it's kind
of. They do that in Face Off.
Face Off is awesome too. Okay, anyways, there you go. Sorry. Go ahead.
John.
John hates this. John, do me a favor and hate this movie just to be the one opposite guy this one time. You can't hate it. It's John Woo.
All right, so my history of Mission. I remember seeing the first Mission. I've only seen the first Mission Possible once. I hated it. I could. I'm like aside from the ending. And Emilio Estevez buying it at the beginning. I really don't remember much.
I'm kind of the same, to be honest. Yeah. It's not one I ever rush to watch.
And tell you the truth, I'm not stupid. I'm pretty sure I'm a pretty smart guy, but like the plot, you're just like, after a while, I was just like, what? Like, what the and then there's
Tom Cruise is the good guy.
Like, oh, good. He's flying off the hitting the train. I'm like, so yeah, I remember like seeing that one and being like, I don't think I'm going to be in the Mission Impossible. And then I heard they're making a second one. I'm like, I'm not going to go see this. Then they were like, John Woo's director. And I was like,
Wait a minute.
And I was like, okay, you have my attention. And then I saw the trailer for and this is back when there was internet, but there wasn't internet.
Yeah, not like there is now.
You still kind of got surprised by trailers when you went to see other movies. And I remember I didn't see the trailer for Mission Impossible until I went to see another movie. And then I saw the trailer and I'm just like, I'm going to be there on Friday night. I'm going to sit my ass right down in this chair. And listen, I can see people's like responses to like, this isn't like an authentic, true Mission Impossible. It is. You got the music. You got the, he puts the glasses on the beginning. This is going to you got all the ingredients to the Mission Impossible movie. It just isn't convoluted. I mean, it's a simple plot. And some people need a hefty plot. I don't. There's movies where I'm like, when the plot's hefty, I'm like, yeah, this is still a good movie. It's got great action. But it's simple. It's to a point. It reaches where it needs to go. Dougray Scott. What happened to him? Like, is he still acting? Because I still have to. Like,
he is, yeah, but he never went on to bigger things. I remember he was supposed to be Wolverine and couldn't.
I was going to just mention it. He did this movie, and he was supposed to be. That's why Hugh Jackman, as they say, the rest is history, because he was supposed to be Wolverine, but then he was doing this, and this went on too long.
Production went way.
And actually, Sir Ian McKellen was supposed to play the Sir Anthony Hopkins part.
Oh, really?
And they wanted him to do Lord of the Rings. And then that's how. And then Sir Anthony Hopkins is uncredited in this movie. He doesn't. Yeah. He's not even credited in the movie. But he's got some of the best. He's only in it for like 5 minutes. But his conversation with. I love his conversations with Ethan, especially at the beginning. He's like, "Why'd you say it like that?" And he's like,
"You're sorry, and I am sorry."
Yeah, you're sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like, and then his conversations with Dougray Scott, like when he's reloading and they're talking to each other, he's like, I know you need an opportunity to get your gun off. You can tell they hate each other because Ethan Hunt despises him because he used to be an IMF agent and he went rogue. So, they have history together. And of course there's the girl, and she's in the middle, and Dougray Scott hates Ethan Hunt even more because he knows that she's in love with Ethan Hunt. So this turned Tom Cruise kind of into a romantic hero which kind of fizzled a little bit afterward. I mean, the third one he had Michelle Monaghan.
Monaghan,
yeah. But after that it was kind of like
not an entity of a character though.
Yeah, and
she's not as
John Woo style. And this is if I had like problems with they're like nitpicks. And yes, we mentioned there is an R-rated cut. John Woo turned in an R-rated cut, and when I watch this movie, you can tell when guys get shot. It's like 2 seconds before that you knew blood squibs were going.
Yep.
And then the MPA were like, No,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
It was also 3.5 hours long.
Yes, he turned
John
a
Woo
3.5 hour cut,
fucking
which
release
probably
that.
would have been
I want
too
that.
long. I would just like a 2 hour 20 minutes so I could see the violence.
I'd watch it all. I still would.
Absolutely. And
I give it a shot. Every movie's 3 hours now, anyway.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like Bowie, you already mentioned. I'm gonna say it again, but you already mentioned it. This, or did Charlie? One of you guys said it earlier, but this is where Tom Cruise turned into an action star.
Yeah.
And he didn't go full on mullet like Jean-Claude Van Damme did, but he still kind of grew his hair out, so it was blowing in the wind. It looked spectacular and everything.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What
beautiful name.
The way he shoots it, because you know it's a John Woo movie because he's on a motorcycle. And he gets off the side, his feet are under, and he's using it for a shield. I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
For sure.
And he's
That's accurate.
I did that last week.
And not only is he shooting at guys in this chase at the end, he's spinning around and he's like,
accurate.
And perfect aim. I'm like, that's cool. And I think I was a second-degree black belt at the time. So when Tom Cruise broke out martial arts, I'm like, this is a 5 out of 5. I'm like, I love this movie before, but now
that was him doing it too. I kept looking to see if it was a stunt double, but I was like, no, that's him doing that.
Right. This is Tom Cruise turning into an action star because John Woo wanted stuntmen to do the action for Tom, and Tom was like, I'm going to do it. Like, Tom, come on. We don't want. He's like, no. And he put the work in. If I had to nitpick, he has to pivot more on his roundhouses. But Dougray Scott didn't pivot on his roundhouses either. I watched that. I'm like, pivot more. Just pivot more. Then
pivot.
And then it looked perfect. But then the choreography, and then when they fight at the end, and then it's quiet, and then you just hear the percussion, the drums. You just hear it.
Yeah,
and they're like, and they're sizing each other up, and just the slow motion cuts and the kicks and everything, and then it's simple things that get me excited. Like he catches Dougray Scott's arm, and then his leg goes over it and kicks him.
Yes,
it's choreography awesome. Like that. I'm like,
that is awesome.
This is awesome. And what can you say? They're jousting on bikes. They not only come at each other, they're playing chicken, but neither one of them veer off, and not only do they come at each other, but then they jump off and smack each other. Before
I mean, they're dead. Who cares?
They would have been dead. You would have died.
Right. But they're equal. That's what I'm saying. It has to come down to the very, very fine, because in every aspect of everything, they're equal with each other. Even in the chicken, they don't give up. So, like,
well, it's why he got on a motorcycle, because Ethan got on a motorcycle.
Right? Like, and he's on the red one, so he's on the bad black. Come on, man, that's just genius.
John Woo is such a yin and yang character, antagonist, protagonist kind of director.
Yeah, oh my god.
And this movie contains the best Tom Cruise moment ever, because you talked about it, but I'm gonna mention again when the wall explodes, and not only does it go walking by in slow motion, the dove comes through, but the dove's glowing as it flies through. It's symbolic.
And the choral music
has arrived,
yes.
And not only has the hero arrived, but the look on his face, he's like, "All you motherfuckers are gonna die because you fucked up a woman." And that's what it is. Yes, he's there to save the world from Chimera, but it's personal, and that's and yeah, you could get like I've had arguments with people like it is cheesy when the cars are spinning around, they're looking at each other in slow motion. It's like, all right, I get it. You guys are falling in love with each other. It's like let's not do it in slow motion. But I mean, it is John Woo, and he's got his flair and he's got his flavor and everything. So I mean, so that's the nitpicks I have. But this is 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, however you're gonna go with it. And hot point. This is my favorite Mission Impossible movie, and Fallout's number 2. Just because
there's nothing wrong with that.
This is
that's the correct order.
This is the most diversified Mission Impossible movie. This is the one that stands out the most, and this is the one I watched the most. And I still like the one guy's mad at me on Facebook because I did my best stuff in 2025 and I didn't put the Final Reckoning on it. I'm like, dude, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. He's like, how could you not have seen the Final Reckoning? Life. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'll get around to it. Like, so I was like, but yeah, because he hasn't forgiven him. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna watch it eventually. I'm waiting for the whole box set thing. You know, like let's get them all.
Well, it's like what J-Man said. We want the 4K now. With
and we want the packaging. We want
I want
like posters that come with it and everything. Like but yeah, this is like it's John Woo kind of abbreviated because like you could tell. He wanted the violence, but of course it's a big budget Paramount movie, and they wanted the PG-13, and they wanted people to come more like teenagers, which pisses me off because it is what it is. But it's, I mean,
and teenagers love violence.
What's that?
That teenagers love violence. So,
yes,
that's what I always thought.
Yeah. I was 14, 15 going to see Invasion USA and the Delta Force and shit. But
imagine seeing Invasion USA in the theater. That'd be the best.
that was my first R-rated movie in a movie theater. My dad took me to that's one of
that'd be crazy.
My best childhood, because my dad said this was a test. It's like, if this movie's bad, we're not going to watch any more R-rated movies. Then we left, and I think he loved it more than I did, which is impossible. But this is just I think it's probably my. Like, should I say Top Gun Maverick? No, I think this might be my favorite Tom Cruise movie of all time.
I'd have to look, but it probably.
I'm throwing it out there.
I love Maverick.
Joe, I have to Matrix hadn't come out yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, it did. It came out the year before.
Well, I think you know what.
It did.
Right.
Matrix
it came out
was
the year
99.
before.
Hold on, Joe. Okay, when Joe comes on Fantastic Friday, we're gonna beat him up. It's like, what are you talking about? This movie's awesome, Joe. I'm gonna have to. I'll send you my notes. You go back and watch me explain why this is the best movie ever. You'll agree with me. And John's order is right. This is the best movie, then Fallout. Like,
I'm not going to argue it.
To be honest, I probably agree. It's the two. If I think about which one have I watched the most, I watched Fallout twice. I watched it once in the theater. I watched it once at the weekend. This one I watched like I said, 20 or 30 times.
But you got more time with this one.
You got more time with this
one.
That's
with this movie. That's a little not fair.
Yeah, but Fallout came out in 2018, so that's 8 years, and I haven't had a desire to watch it in 8 years. So.
Look, it's awesome. Nobody said it is pretty badass. Like, for sure.
It's one of the ones that does it's so well paced and just keeps you glued to it. You're never bored in that one. But Mission Impossible 2 has an identity, like John said.
Yeah,
This one stands out. Maybe not above, but it stands out from all of them.
And it's got a Metallica song specifically.
Yeah, I Disappear is fucking amazing. And this is also probably the best version of the martial art Tom Cruise in any of them either. He never goes as hard as he does in this one in any others.
Yeah, just in response to this asinine comment, don't Luther and Billy literally save Nia at the end from committing suicide?
Yeah, no, they do stuff.
Yeah, so they do plenty.
Well, yeah,
maybe watch the movie first.
But yeah, Invasion USA is the second best. Second best.
Maybe hardware.
Yeah, Big Rain saying they put a hole in my Versace. I mean, then he's blown shit up with a thumper from a helicopter.
Cool.
So he gets his moment. But let me just say, like, because everybody says Fallout like is one of the best action movies ever, and I'm not going to disagree. It is, but like that's Tom Cruise jumping off a bike into a cavern. These stunts are great.
That's what that one. That's
and he's hanging off a plane for real, which is awesome. But like this is action that is creative and it hits and it's the way it's shot. That's why I think this action is better than what we see in like Fallout and the rest of the movies. And they do blend. Like I gotta go back.
Yeah, they do blend. And that's the thing. Yeah,
it's like
this is the only one that stands out between any of them. Because, like I said, I was like, did that happen in that movie or did that happen in this movie? I know
you're connecting because the characters are well done. Yeah, it's like the sidekick, the villain, Tom Cruise. Yeah. You even know his team and everything, and the leading lady. They're more defined here.
Yeah, I think this one's for sure the best. Like I don't think it's that
the best characters.
Because at the end of the day, I care about the characters, and Ethan's the same in all, so that he's there. Yeah. But like the way he's portrayed here is just cool. I like that.
And last thing I'll say is the beginning always gets me, like because we know he's harnessed and they took it out digitally, but like he's doing that rock climbing.
That's awesome. Man.
There's no room for error. I mean, and then he slips and catches himself like by the skin of his little finger, and I'm like, I know it's not real because he's harnessed for real and everything, but
it's real.
In the movie, he's Ethan Hunt's supposed to be doing that. And I just get chill. I'm just like, oh, I was like, I can't because.
What's
a Shatner in Star Trek 5?
And Star Trek 5 is great. So we could do another stream on that later.
It is. I will stand with you on that. Yeah.
Hold on a second. There's a missile that comes down. They got a helicopter find. They shoot a missile with sunglasses in it. Yeah. He pulls up the sunglasses and gets the information, then throws it to the screen and it explodes the title. And then somebody walked out of that theater. Oh, this is probably the worst of the Mission Impossible movies. You're fucking retarded. Like, what did you watch? Did you watch the same thing that I just watched? Like, this is the first minute, the first 5
What did I
minutes.
miss? I was getting popcorn.
Like,
Right.
it's like, so these guys come up to the helicopter. It's like, what, are they going to shoot Tom Cruise? What the hell's going on here? Then this big missile, it's like, well, they clearly missed. I'm like, oh, they're on his team. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, they're giving him some super important information. No, it's sunglasses. Like, I would have been okay with him putting on the sunglasses and walking away. And that's just how they gave him his sunglasses. But he pulls it out. No, it gives him all the information, and then it's going to explode because that's the Mission Impossible thing.
Mission Impossible.
Right? And he's like, well, let me throw it at the screen. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then it exploded the title. I'm like, well, this is the best movie ever made. Like, this is the best title sequence ever. Like, what do you? And then, whatever, 20 years later, oh, I didn't think it was that good. Oh. It was like, oh, okay, thanks for your 2-cent opinion.
Yeah,
like,
drools.
I was like, oh, I don't think it was that good.
And the plot is simple. I will say that. It's
good because you understand what's happening in it. Because later on, I'm like,
the
wait, what's
dialogue
going on?
is clever. It's
Yeah.
the conversations that the characters have with each other.
Yeah, but there's also like memorable lines as well.
Right.
I think she's really here. I love the South African accent. And if I told you where I was going, then it wouldn't be on holiday.
That's
so,
awesome.
little lines like that.
We crawl into bed and lie to you, just like every other woman.
Yeah.
Damn, Anthony
She's got all the
Hopkins.
training.
Jesus.
Yeah, like monkeys they are. They'll not let go one branch until they got hold of another.
I was like, holy fuck.
It's great too. And there's a happy ending. There's an ending to this movie. You don't have to continue it on. Oh wait, now I have to go see another one because whatever's happening, and now I got to watch another 3-hour movie after that. You could just watch. You could just watch this one in any order. It could be anywhere you want. You throw it on. He looks different because of the hair, so you could technically it could be any time, right? Like you could just throw it on. There's no bag. You can't have baggage. The second part 3, and that JJ's garbage, we know, but the second they start introducing wives that continue on, and then this all this shit, you're like, okay, so, and then if I throw in part 6, someone has to explain, well, wait a minute, what's this doing here?
Who's this guy? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you could just watch part 2 right now. We can just stop the stream, go watch part 2, and it's like nothing happened. You're like, that was a cool movie. Even part 1, you could still do that with part 1. But as soon as you get into this like extra crap, and then the last one is a 6-hour movie because it's 2 3-hour movies together, you're like, oh my gosh, it's cool. I mean, when that bus was breaking down their fall, I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
This is like the one that if you know someone that's never seen it and they're like, what's the best Mission Impossible movie? I've never watched any of them. Start with 2.
Yeah.
Watch part 2. Then you can go to 1. But know where this one will tell you where the franchise is going to go. But if you want some backstory, watch part 1.
Yeah. I think 4. Yeah, is 4 where it really became what it is?
Yeah.
Rogue Nation.
4 became generic, basically.
Formula became. Yeah.
I used to get Rogue Nation and Ghost Protocol backwards. I didn't know which one came out before which one.
Which one's
Ghost Protocol is 4, right?
Jeremy Renner's in 4 and 5. He's in Ghost Protocol and then Rogue Nation. Yeah.
But he's IMF in the 5th one. He doesn't actually go on the missions in that one, which is
right.
Yeah.
Did Sean go? Sorry, go ahead, John.
Did you remember when they were talking about Jeremy Renner taking over for Tom Cruise? Like they were kind of like,
yeah, that's garbage.
Yep.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, I think that was just internet rumor that got started because he was in it, and but also I kind of wanted him to be more of a part of the team. I didn't want him to lead the IMF. I wanted him to do cool shit. I wanted Hawkeye in it later.
Yeah, Skyscraper. All right, sorry, Steve.
For the love of God, poor Steve.
Let Steve.
What, Steve's still here?
Yeah.
Did that happen?
Good.
So Steve hated it.
Say after 5, like you guys were gushing about it for almost 50 minutes. What do you want me to say about this movie?
I want you to say it's garbage. Be me.
Yeah.
Be me
So
on
you
this
hate
screen.
it. So we can all attack you.
Okay. Well, I will provide a slightly different opinion.
Oh, go
Not
away.
a completely different opinion, just a slightly different opinion.
Okay, come back.
I never watched the Mission Impossible series. I saw the first one in the theater. I absolutely loved it. I loved going into the room. I loved Emmanuel Barrett. I loved the entire thing. And then I talked to Sean, and Sean told me that he ripped down the poster and wiped his ass with it and threw it on the garbage. And then he made school children go and play on that ripped up piece of shit poster that he wiped his ass with. And I thought, well, maybe
I'll not rush to see it.
maybe I should reassess my thoughts about this movie, as Sean was pretty adamant that I was a moron for even. By that point, though, I had seen Mission Impossible 2, and to be honest with you, I did find the first part boring, and it wasn't my favorite. And I actually liked part 3 when I first saw it, and I've liked all the ones in succession. I have seen 7 and 8. What has happened over the preceding years is a funny thing. My opinion of part 2 has gone up a lot, and my opinion of part 3 has gone down a lot. I've seen them both about the same number of times, about 3 times. I can't really talk much about the positive points of Mission Impossible 2 because I would just literally be repeating everything that's been said. I will say that this movie it's not kind of like Notorious. It is Notorious. It is literally Notorious. It is literally that movie. If you go and watch Notorious, it is the exact same storyline. All you're doing is basically changing Chimera with uranium, and that's it. Like, she gets poisoned, okay. She falls in love. They literally take scenes from that movie. They literally take dialogue from that movie and put it in this movie. It is.
She has to go back to the guy and all of that, and
he's been in love with her previously.
Right.
All this stuff. It's just around World War II. Now, is that a negative? I don't really think it's a negative because Robert Towne wrote it, and Robert Towne's a really good writer, so I have no problem with that. Everything else that you guys have said is positive. It's got great action. I have warmed up to Thandie Newton. When I first saw her in this movie, for some reason I could not literally stand her. I can't explain why. I just literally I'm like, why does Tom Cruise need her? But I've warmed up to her in successive viewings. So this is definitely not the worst one. I don't know where I would put it, just because I do like almost all the other films, all 8. The only one that I know is definitely last is part 3, just because it makes literally no sense at all at any point in time, I think. I still really like part 1, despite Sean writing me out of his will because I liked it. My favorite is probably actually Ghost Protocol, because that's the one I remember the most. I love all the scenes in it. I love the scene in the parking lot in India. I love breaking into the Kremlin. So that's the movie I probably like the most. Is it the best one? I don't know. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 were all feel like they've been made by the same director, even though Brad Bird, I think, made part 4 and Christopher McQuarrie made 5, 6, 7, 8. They are too effing long. I can tell you that without a shadow of a doubt. Part Rogue Nation, I think the best scene was probably when he dove into the underwater vault, which I thought was a unique thing, and that whole scene in that with the fan and stuff.
I literally hold my breath watching that scene.
Yeah, that is very cool.
It is an awesome scene. Fallout, of course, has the epic chase, which I can't forget, and the helicopter battle at the end.
And a bathroom fight.
Oh, that actually is a really good fight.
Dead Reckoning has the train scene, which is epic.
Yeah, it's outrageous. It's offensively awesome.
Yeah,
like I'm offended. I'm like, that was too awesome. Make it shitter. Make it worse.
And Final Reckoning has the submarine, which is insanely awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you guys got to go on it. It's a really good movie.
There are highlights for all of the films for me, so I really don't want to rank it. It's funny. This is one where I actually would find it difficult to rank it because every movie has something memorable for me to take away from it, with the exception of part 3, because the team, I saw Joe's note. I think he got 2 and 3 mixed up. The team does nothing. In fact, there's an actual line in part 3 where they say, we are doing nothing. We are literally, they say, oh, we're in the van again. And I'm like, yeah, you're literally pointing out you're doing nothing in the movie, which is
Maggie Q should have come back.
I was just going to bloody say, that was Maggie Q, right? What a disgusting.
And why can you bring her back? Yeah.
And
what a waste.
And the head guy in the Tutors, who's an awesome actor. And he's like,
that guy.
Yeah, and he's sitting, right, I forget. But they're both like, oh yeah, we're sitting in the
Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Damn, I gotta watch these movies again.
I mean,
Well, no, you don't have to watch part 3 again, but
Philip Seymour
I'll
Hoffman
still watch.
is just awesome because he is Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's not awesome because of anything that happens in the movie. He's awesome because he himself is awesome.
Yeah. And his name is the one.
Yeah. But in this movie, it starts off great with the rock climbing thing. Tom Cruise actually destroyed himself as usual when he's doing something. Like he destroyed himself when he was doing that jump. You know, it's pretty exciting to do the car chase, you know, the car battle or whatever you want to call it. And then the stuff at the horse is cool. Dracula from Van Helsing was the henchman. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, Richard Roxburgh.
You know, like there's a lot of great action. I like going through the vent, and of course it's got to be, hey, it's only open for 45 seconds. Oh, you know, that sort of thing. And then the final battle was pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, it's an awesome movie. I have no doubt that this is an awesome movie. I just don't know where I'm ranking it because Mission Impossible has been a very consistent series, especially from 4 to 8. Very consistent because, as you guys said, it's basically the same thing. I do agree, though, that the one thing that really makes this one stand out and the thing that drove me fucking nuts from 4 to 8 and watching 3 and even 1 is why is he always on either the run from the CIA or the IMF has been, you know, disavowed or he's been disavowed or, you know, it's been shut down. Like, why is this the go-to storyline? Why?
That was the Daniel Craig Bond films as well, where he's really actually on a mission. You know?
Oh yeah, well Daniel Craig. What's the first scene in every Daniel Craig movie? I don't want to be James Bond.
Yeah.
Like
I'm a miserable bastard and I hate this character.
Like yeah, go away, Jonathan Rhys Meyers. Thank you, Al.
That's why he drinks.
Yeah, I you know, like. I think I like all of them, basically. 3 is the only one I can honestly say is the weakest. But I like all of them. I'm not doing that as a cop-out. I literally think that. Like, they're all, like, shockingly solid.
Yeah, it's a consistent... it's a consistent franchise. It's got great sets, pieces and everything. So.
I still thought it was okay though. It was still a cool movie, except they wasted her. Oh, okay. Other than completely wasting her and all the actors and making it shit.
You chose.
It was still okay though. I was like,
we got to remember when J-Man gets real fucking quiet. Something.
Yes.
Yeah, you should have picked her Nikita one where she's in the chair for that one.
I saw that one, but then you're just remembering Nikita. I forgot that she was in that, and that's very upset. That's upsetting me now. Like I'm actually upset because I forgot she was in it, and I remember seeing her name in the theater. I thought, oh, this is gonna be real good.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, this is terrible. What? And it's just another nail in the nail in the coffin of JJ's garbage career. At least he's making more movies. Nope.
No, he's not.
Sorry. Yeah, they finally found out.
They found out.
Somebody watched part 3.
Yeah. I've actually grown to like Die Hard 4 more. I keep watching it anytime it's on TV. Anytime I go home to Scotland, anytime I go and Live Free or Die Hard is on, so I'm like, I'm going to watch it. And I watch it, and I'm like, it's got some decent action in it. The unrated cut is decent.
A little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's well paced, and it has my favorite line. Good luck at the Bad Timing Awards. I say that all the time.
I don't remember that. I haven't seen that in a while.
Justin Long to that, and I love that line. Yeah. I think, hi, good luck at the Bad Timing Awards. Thanks. Yeah.
Good luck at the Bad Timing.
Yeah. I just love that line.
That's really funny.
So that was good. Was Wipes Weird, right? Yeah. So so I think we'll agree that Mission Impossible 2 is good. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where you rank. I mean, this is just a solid action franchise. It's one of the best of all time. Like, there are a few people better than Tom Cruise in terms of doing stunts. Now, apart from maybe Jackie Chan, maybe in his prime. But Cruise is one of the all-time great action stars. Actually, a Scottish geek guy there had mentioned that brilliant shot in Ghost Protocol. Ghost Protocol is a really good one. I love the Burj Khalifa sequence. I think that's great. The villain is weak in the fourth one. He's not in it enough. I couldn't even tell you the character's name. And then, just the finale and the moving car park thing. That's kind of a cool idea. But I know, like I said, the characters are good. That's the thing why I like 2, because Sean Ambrose is such a memorable character.
Yeah.
Like, why should I deny myself the pleasure of a ride or two? Yeah. So I just love that. Yeah, and I love Richard Roxburgh's Hugh. Like I said, the South African accent is hilarious. Just everything he says is funny. So yeah, Hans Zimmer score. I particularly, apart from the Bear Island track, as it's called, which is the cool electric guitar version, I love the music whenever Naya injects herself, and the track is magically called Injection, and it's got that choir, the choral thing. Lisa Gerard, the female vocal. Coming on, the track itself is just a gorgeous piece of music. Yeah, God, I feel like I need to watch it again. And I just watched it the other day. I got myself so pumped up. I was like, I need to watch it again now.
I'm telling you, I watched it 3 times this week just because I was just like, I got time. I'm gonna throw it on again. It was just, it's that good.
And it's fast and it's comfort. It's a comfort movie because the action is all solid. The characters are good. You understand what's going on. You don't have to. The story is not complicated, but the plot is more complicated because of the one-upmanship and the rivalry between the two guys. So yeah, story, as John is saying, is pretty. It's basic. Like, okay, he's got the thing, but the plotting, every little thing that happens is cool. One scene leading to another.
Yeah.
Well, especially you can watch it 2 different ways. You can watch it just as a background in passing, or you can sit down and really get engrossed into it. It works both ways. I
agree with that big time. I agree with that. Yeah, that's a mark of a good movie.
Yeah. And he kicks the gun up into his hand at the end in slow motion.
Yeah, and that's like one of the greatest things ever.
That never all I think about that scene is like, I hope no sand got into that gun because it's gonna blow in your face.
Not even one grain. Not even one grain went in. Don't worry about it.
Then I love it. Like, you should have killed me.
Hunt, you should have killed me. And you see, you have to have a Scottish accent to be able to say, and I just love Dougray Scott's delivery.
And real quick, just that same scene, great acting because you see Ving Rhames run toward me. Then he just stops dead in his tracks. And
the look of shock on his face.
And then you know what's happening because you don't have to see it, but then of course they show it. But that was, I just loved how he acted with his body with that part too.
Yeah.
And I like that he goes back on vacation. He was on vacation in the beginning. They bookended it with a vacation. He's got a date now.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know, like, and I like that she was also like capable too, like she was driving the car. Like I do actually. Bridget Moynihan, I like that actress actually.
She's Michelle Monaghan.
Michelle Monaghan, whatever her name is, her name is. I like her, but she's stuck as the wife. Like, that's not the wife of Ethan. No. Like, this chick was way better. Naya was way better as the wife or whatever.
It's someone who used to be an equal, and she was an equal to him. Yeah. Like, you never see her screaming, I don't think, in any of the action scenes. She's capable.
Great. Okay, she's a good actress. When he's saying, "Oh, put the dress on," she has to take off the clothes. When she turns and she's looking, and you could see it in her eyes, she's like, "I don't want to do this. I hate this, but I'm going to do it." That's bravery and strength. They keep saying strong women, but they don't understand what it actually means. She's doing a garbage mission that really she doesn't even have to do. She could just say, I'm sorry, did I join this organization? Right. Where's my paperwork? I didn't sign anything.
And they kind of do that when they're on the balcony talking.
Yeah.
She's like, would
you feel better if I told you not to do it? Yes, I would. Then feel better.
Yeah. And then she shows up. She's like, oh, okay.
But the writing on that, feel better, that's a great way to say it's like, then feel better because I don't want you to do it. But look, people are going to die. Yeah. She's very brave. And she is going through a lot of garbage. Like this guy's insane. His best friend, the guy who's with him all the time, cuts just for the mere mention of she could be playing. What? Snap! Whoa! Holy shit! What's your problem, buddy? He'd kill her instantaneously, right? If there's any doubt, it's very dangerous for her to do that, and then injecting herself, and then going for the suicide run. It's like, this is crazy. Like,
but the fact that he even says, like, well, even if she is playing me, I'm gonna go give it a whirl again. You know, that whole like he's like, fuck it. That's the mode he's in.
Literally.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and he looks down on her for that. Like, he looks out, but she's way stronger than he gave her credit. This is why they weren't her and Sean weren't gonna go together. This is like John Woo knows what he's doing. I know he knows what he's doing. Thanks, Jay. I didn't realize that. He knows what he's doing, man. Like, this is not some guy who walks in and saying, I'm making a movie just for this because I'm bored tonight and I'm going to make some movie or whatever. Like, he puts a lot of effort into it, like, just with the shots, and you don't need to see the reflection of the timer. You don't need to see all these things in the glasses and the eyes, a flame in the eyes.
His films are art, though, and that's like, this is the most artistic looking of all the Mission Impossible movies. It's the most visually striking of any of them, and that's why I remember it so much.
And there's playfulness. Where was Maggie cute? Why didn't she have playfulness with Tom then and a little bit of something going on, right? Like you're getting these attractive people, and then I mean you're getting them for their acting ability, but also they are good looking, and we want to see good looking people in good looking movies doing cool things. We're not getting that. We're certainly not getting it now because they're scared. Even with Haley Atwell, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, like she's like a 10, right? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm watching this movie, like, okay, like, why is this happening? Like, let's do something more. Like, let's see something. Nope, nothing's going on. You're like, really? Like, come on, guys, like, help us out here. It's still an awesome movie, but where is the sensuality? Where's the like? You're looking at some
scared
action.
to do that now these days. But I love Vanessa Kirby in these movies because like she's sort of sexy but unsettling at the same time. You're never quite sure. It's like, can she be trusted or whatever? You know, and I like her. It's just the White Widow. She's cool.
Oh, that's right, the White Widow, the blonde.
Yeah. Who's the one in part 4 who was in that orc movie, that World of Warcraft? What's her name? Steve?
Yeah.
Paula Patton. Yeah.
Paula Patton.
Where's she these days? I
don't know.
She was
like,
gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh my God! Like the female casting, you're like, oh my God! It's like every one of them is like, this is awesome. She did more. I felt more for her. She'd probably be my second best. Of the ladies, if I had to pick for the character wise, like I'm not saying like but like the character, not just looks, like the actual character. She was pretty good because she kind of got involved a little. She
did things, like whenever she went to they were in India and she goes to the big party and the guy's like hitting on her and that's quite funny.
She hides from him and all that stuff.
No, that's our buddy Sean and I know that guy. He's a Bollywood guy. He's the host. He's the host of Millionaire in. He's the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in India.
He's the host of Millionaire in Slumdog Millionaire.
It's also the host of
this is a perfect statement. Mission 1 is undeniably a De Palma movie. Mission 2 is undeniably a John Woo movie. The rest, while very good, don't have the distinct visual flair. That's exactly it. That's the thing. That's why they stand out.
Well, JJ
so much because they have the visual style.
Have a distinct style of anything.
He just tries to copy everybody else because he doesn't have a style of his own. Let's make up a mystery box and not explain it.
Yeah, he just shoots
what he does.
Brad Bird, that was like his first action, like live action thing, because he was mostly a Pixar guy.
Yeah. First one, part 4, Steve?
Yeah, Ghost Protocol. Yeah.
Ghost Protocol. That was his first. That's a good movie.
That's a pretty good first one.
That's pretty damn good.
And then like Christopher McQuarrie did 5, 6, 7, 8, and Christopher McQuarrie is a great writer. He wrote The Usual Suspects, one of my favorite movies. But as a director, he's again very plain Jane. He's very much like get the action in, get it all looking good. It looks good, but like he's never going to be that visual auteur who like a John Woo is or a Brian De Palma is, right? Like it's just not going to happen. Yeah. They don't. We celebrate those guys like a Christopher Nolan now, even if their movies are kind of like because like at least they're their own thing and their own distinctive style and their own distinctive movie, which you just don't get as much anymore. What's his name? Jay, the guy who did Hereditary and
Harry Alper.
Okay. Distinct style. You see that movie, you're like, oh yeah, you're seeing one of his movies.
That's that guy's movie or whatever.
Yeah. Tarantino, same thing. Like there are the auteurs out there, but like they're few.
But those guys are those artsy kind of like Tarantino is basically an art director. I mean, their art films.
But he also takes from 1,000 other directors too. So
Ari Aster. Yeah, these guys watched. See, John Woo's a student of film, so he's watched film. So he's like, I like these elements, and then I'm going to incorporate them into my style, and then I have my signature pieces that I'm going to try to get in every movie, make them fit or whatever. Same with Broken Arrow or Thingy or Face Off and whatever. Yeah. Like he tries to get those things in, and you can recognize them very quickly if you know John Woo.
Also finding if you get the 4Ks of his recent movies like Hard Boiled, The Killer, and Bullet in the Head. Watch the interviews with him on it because it's fascinating because it shows how his real life experiences have blended into his movies. Like Bullet in the Head is how he was betrayed by a lot of former friends in real life. And they would talk shit about him behind his back and things like that. And that sort of came up with the idea of this. And, it's a real life has sort of had a thing with the various characters in his movies. And he's a really fascinating individual. He's awesome. One of my favorite directors. Yeah. So, actually, just what Fabian Says here, box office set, which gave me the opportunity of Wind Talkers. I haven't seen Wind Talkers in years. I need to give that another watch. I remember.
I
liking it,
love
though.
Wind Talkers. That is,
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
it's awesome.
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Nick Cage and Wind Talkers.
Yes,
Yeah.
Battleskins and that. Some of the.
I have to move myself to the bottom because I've never seen that movie. I don't know what happened. I never.
Go
I
watch
never
it.
saw
But it's
it.
John Woo.
I
You gotta
know
watch
it's
it.
John Woo. It's brutal.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's
I don't know.
tragic. I'll say that.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. I think I was just like, I don't know about this one, and then I just didn't go. And then, or someone said it was, I don't know, it was weird, so I should watch that.
Yeah, I do need to give it a watch again myself. Yeah, I remember the skit did with Ben Stiller, where he was like a stunt double or whatever.
Where
He was
he's
like,
a
we're
stunt
repeating
double.
each other's sentences.
Yeah.
And, all that,
They
and,
both
you know,
start laughing maniacally. And it's
Yeah.
just so unnerving when you watch it.
yeah, but yeah, no, I mean that was the thing. Like, it was such an event whenever it came out for me because I loved it. It was like this and Gladiator came out in the same year, and you know that was a great year. But
It was when they knew how to hype a movie too.
yeah,
Like,
there were
this one had
events.
hype
You know?
behind it.
This was the highest grossing movie of 2000. I mean,
I thought it was. It was up there, right? Yeah.
It was what? Yeah.
So's Leprosy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Don't
better
get
than
Owen
Hellboy.
started on the show.
don't start me.
Those movies don't have stuff. They don't have the good quality of the Sean Connery films. They don't have the coolness of Roger Moore just being
No sense
awesome
of fun.
person.
You don't want to be James Bond anymore. Oh, right, I want to be this miserable bastard. That's great. I'm already a miserable bastard. I don't need to fucking.
Yeah, Tim Dalton still had like the badassery, but he seemed cool, right? Like he seemed,
Yeah.
and Pierce had the style. He still had like a very cool style about him. So you're
He
like,
was the most
he's kind of
action
like,
hero.
I love Pierce.
The Pierce ones.
I
are the
like
90s
everything up
version.
to
They're
including
awesome.
Pierce,
Yeah.
and I love the On Her Majesty's Secret Service. But
Yeah.
I literally all the James Bond movies up to and including the Fire, not Fire and Ice, what the hell do they call it again? Die Another Day, which I also like. Craig, I don't like Daniel Craig's James Bond. I don't like his face. I don't like his hair. I don't like his stupid moping around like, "Ooh, I don't want to do anything." I don't like any of it. I like that they brought the car back in that movie. That's about it.
I just want to go to Daniel Craig.
Actually,
Like, you really need this martini. Take this, drink it.
You know, Adam.
And I drink Heineken, and he's like, "Oh, I'm like, look, I like Heineken. I'm not saying anything against it, but that's not what James Bond drinks. So
Yeah.
what the hell?"
Yeah, but the Mission franchise just eclipsed Bond. That was the thing. Like Mission Impossible movies were coming out during the Craig one, and I was like, why are these more fun than any of the Craig movies? They forgot to be fun. I remember we talked about this before. It's like they were too busy trying so hard to be prestige movies, they forgot to be fun.
Yes.
And that was the thing. They brought in art house directors, and again, it looks pretty and everything else. I was like, yeah, it looks nice, and everything, but it never felt like Bond.
When they hit like Spectre, and then now we've got like all of these Oscars for songs and all this. And,
Yeah, give me a break.
Daniel Craig.
The Queen at the premieres and everyone crying and all this other shit. You're like, I just want to watch a Bond movie. Like, I don't need all this shit.
I don't know.
Daniel Craig's Bond had Pecora in it. So it's like they had that going for it.
Yeah.
Like jumping around buildings and shit.
They had the parkour.
His villains were good. I did like the villains in the Daniel Craig ones, but
they're
Daniel Craig,
I feel like they're
underused.
underused.
They are totally under. They're not
Yeah.
a Bond villain. They're just good villains
Yeah.
Yes.
in those movies. That's
Yes.
really what it is.
I like Batista, and like he had the silver tip nails on him.
thumbnail, yes.
So why wasn't that used? Like, dude, oh my
But I
god!
think he was a
that's
missed
so-
opportunity still.
He was a
Batista.
big time missed
Yeah.
opportunity. Like you could have done a lot with. I really like the idea that like
He was
like,
a
oh
new
man, he's like
version of
gouging guys.
Jaws. Like that was a mixture of
Yeah,
Jaws
Jaws.
and Odd Job right there, ready to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And they
but
just
Fury,
went, oh,
the-
we're gonna have a car chase down the waterways with him and Bond. Like, that's not what I want to watch. I want to watch him beat the shit out of Daniel Craig.
Yeah, what are they doing? Oh my god,
Yeah.
there's no fisticuffs anymore. Listen, you got to beat the crap out of some of these guys. Like I don't understand what's happening, and then you got to find a creative way to beat them because they're invulnerable to your normal attacks. That's how have they watched other movies? Here's how it works. There's like some big indestructible guy, and you can't beat him using your normal tactics that you've dispatched on the guys previous to that guy. It's like a video game. You had your move set. You beat up your certain guys. Then you have your secondary final boss, who is like your big, tough, unbeatable boss. And you're going to have to go above and beyond and maybe use luck or scenery to your advantage or something. That's how it
Mario
works.
fighting Bowser. You don't jump on Bowser's head. You jump over him and hit the axe, and he falls to his death.
Right.
That's why I keep dying.
I was like, what? Hold on.
There-
Say that
there-
again.
there-
Do it again.
As a random thing, Charlie, just this morning I watched this. They're about 3 frames away from the perfect game. There's 3 top contenders for speedrunning that. They're 3 frames away. Someone's going to beat it anytime. They're that close. They're literally 3 frames from getting the perfect game.
I get sucked into watching speedruns every once in a while, but
I just watched it this morning, and you just happened to mention that, and the guy can jump like so perfect.
That's what it is. You said video games, and it's like you gotta figure out how to get around this unbeatable thing.
Yeah,
you know, but
like
like this movie, Mission Impossible 2, has the best new Bond villain ever. Like Sean is a Bond villain. He wants a virus to sell and make money on with people's deaths and get profit shares.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a Bond villain.
You know what too? This is also like kind of like The Rock when we did it, where they show you like what the virus is capable of, and it immediately makes you like, oh shit, like this is pretty deadly. But also it's very understandable to people. Like they can visually see what will happen. They understand viruses are bad. You know, well, here's how bad it is. Here's what will visually happen. And then there's the other guy, the corporate guy, who's like trying to get in too. So you've got that guy, and you're like, okay, well, that guy's a dick too. But then, you know, Sean is almost screwing that guy over, right? So it's like it's a lot of like bad elements in one. So everyone can just
challenge anyone that hated this movie that watched it before COVID. Watch it now after COVID and see what you think about this movie.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that, while it seems like, oh, it's just movie stuff. Oh, this virus that's going to take out the world. Let's revisit that for a second. You know, let's see how we're thinking about it now.
I think Philip Seymour Hoffman, I think Steve said this, he's just awesome because he is awesome.
Because Philip Seymour Hoffman is brilliant. And he's the best thing about part 3 for sure.
But he's misused.
But he's not.
But all the others, that's the problem.
There's 3 other people on that plane. He takes a hype on one guy.
Right.
He's not going to take a hype on Ving Rhames.
Yeah, how come Ving Rhames or whoever didn't get the finger pointed at? It's like, I'm going to blame you, Tom Cruise. It's like, why you blame? There's other people here. Like,
well, you're the primary star.
You're the star of this. I looked at the credits and you're first.
Script sense. It's not. It doesn't make sense in this world.
Because it's
that movie doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The entire story doesn't make sense. Like, he's arrested. I'm like, why is he being arrested right now? Like, why? Well, you know, he was. I'm like, what is happening here? Why is this happening? Why is any of this happening? I
don't think.
One thing.
I don't think J.J. Abrams understood what Mission Impossible was. They should shoot him in the head. That's
well,
their mission.
Kerry Russell was his protege. She died. If they had just literally gone off that, I would have accepted the movie. But then they start to add all this other shit. And I'm like, what is going on now? I don't understand this. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have to understand this anymore. Because I got 8 of these movies. And I don't have to watch this one if I don't want to. Click.
That's true. Yeah.
I know you've saying today that he just watched the Expendables 4 one, and I love my idea where I came up with the idea and I had Steven Seagal's character and we called him McDonald's. You could call him like Burger King or something. It was like we should have called him Big Mac or something.
And he never gets out of his chair through the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. He beats everyone sitting down.
It would actually, you know, if Steven Seagal actually did that as sort of an in-joke, that would really go far to really restore his image a bit. To be like, look, I can make fun of myself. I'm just a human. I'm not the Dalai Lama or whatever.
But he can, and that's
he just can't do it.
He can make fun of himself. Have you ever watched his energy drink commercial on YouTube? He can make fun of himself. He is capable.
Or he thought it was serious. I don't know. I like Steven. I like Steven Seagal. I don't know. I mean, what can I?
We all like him.
He's
sometimes
cool.
He can be shitty, but we all like him.
I think that Jesse Enkamp, which I've watched like probably 100 times, I think like the two of them talking really, I think made it cooler for me because he seems so nice there, and he was just kind of explaining the way he behaves and why he walks and moves like that, and why he, you know, and also I think you got to have people keep saying this person's hard to work with. X, you know, insert X name, you know. But these people need respect too, right? Like you're coming on to work with Steven Seagal. He is someone. He's more than you are, because if he wasn't, then you'd be the star and he'd be coming into your movie. Right. That's one. Even I was watching some stuff on Blade Trinity because I've been watching the Blade movies again. And Blade Trinity, same thing with Snipes was hard to work with and all this other stuff. It's like, I know, but but Snipes is Blade. I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's hard to work with. Yeah, but you're bringing in other characters.
Yeah, you made it a team movie, and it's not a team movie. It's Blade.
It's Blade. Yeah. Right, it's Blade, and Ryan Reynolds patched things up because he called him after for Deadpool and Wolverine, which I've got the art books are on sale so I bought all the Deadpool Wolverine art books. But like, I mean, you have to have respect for these people. You come in and you say, hey, you're Dolph Lundgren, and I'm not Dolph Lundgren. I'm a generic guy. So thanks for allowing me to be in your movie, and how can I help you, and what can we do together? To make this the best that we can make it. Like these people, even guys who are action guys talking shit about older action guys, I don't actually like that. I know it's provocative and I won't mention the names, but like, I'm not like, if you don't like action movies, then go ahead and make fun of the Van Dammes and the Stallones and say, oh, Stallone, then that's fine. But if you're into this stuff, then these are the people that made it what it is. So you going back and showing disrespect, I don't care who it is. Now Steven Seagal's an idiot. I don't care if he walked over and spit in your mom's face. It's like he still made important action movies. So you can say I don't like the guy personally, but I respect the filmography, especially the first 5 or whatever it is, right? Like, who are these people? They're sitting here talking now, Steven Seagal or Van Damme had issues and all that. Okay. So where are your 7 in a row Van Damme movies that are awesome?
Didn't? Yeah. I mean,
everybody's mental. And you go back, like Spencer Tracy cheated on his wife, and he's the greatest actor ever lived.
As someone who's actually met Van Damme, he was one of the best celebrities I've ever met.
For sure, he looks awesome. Yeah,
I got to talk to him for like 10-15 minutes, gave me his email and all that, and gave me a hug and lifted me off the ground, and he was awesome. And then we made it. It was great.
No, but it sours me. Even if I agree with what the person is saying, it sours me on them. Like if someone is making fun of one of those guys, like really making fun, not being funny about it,
right? Not like what we do here. Yeah,
not like what we do here. Like we're actually making fun and talking shit. It sours me on them. It doesn't convince me that person was bad.
Right.
Yeah. Right? Like it makes me think you're an ass.
Well, if you look at if you've been on a movie set and you see how people act on a movie set, like I don't know why everyone's butthurt because everyone is treated the same way, poorly. Like, right. No one is treated well except the 3 stars and the director. Everyone else is a piece of garbage and expendable. Like the Expendables is not those group of guys. The Expendables is everyone who worked on the movie. Those are the Expendables. So, like, I never.
And before the audience was also expendable.
Yeah, the Expendables. Yeah, the audience was also expendable.
That's like, now. No one gives a shit about the audience at all. So,
like, if you are not X, Y, and Z on a movie shoot, you are dog shit. That's how it is. And like, if you don't want that, then don't sign up for it. I still am to this day mystified by this attitude. Like, they want wine and roses and the fame and the big paycheck. You're not going to get everything.
Yeah, I'm unemployed. Let me go through. Oh, look, they need a star actor. I'll sign up for that.
In the class.
Right. Ooh, now rank this in Woo's American films: 1, Face Off, Hard Target, Silent Night, Mission Impossible, Wind Talkers, Paycheck. I find these new one on the radio.
Why is Face Off above Hard Target? That's my first question.
Yeah, Hard Target's number 1 for me. I would say Hard Target. Actually, probably Mission Impossible 2, then Face Off.
I'm back and forth on that one, but I agree with you.
Yeah. Then Broken Arrow. Then Silent Night, Wind Talkers, and Paycheck. And then the Killer, the new one. That was actually not bad. It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which one was Paycheck again? Was that
Ben Affleck?
Oh, I thought that was cool, man.
Yeah, so did I. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a cool movie. You know what? I like them all. Hold on.
What was like some that John Woo just kind of broke out of, where he's not doing his normal what everyone expects him to do, and those were, like Wind Talkers and Paycheck weren't your exact like John Woo action filled movies. Silent Night's kind of like that too. There's a lot of action in it, but it's not your like hard.
Yeah, I beat it up when I saw it, but I'm still okay with it. I only beat it up because it was John Woo, so I wanted to beat it up just to be.
He went gritty. You went more gritty, like for
the. Went more gritty.
I enjoyed it.
It's still a cool movie.
It's not better than most other shit that gets released these days.
That is true too.
Yeah. Broken Arrow is like a masterpiece. I don't know what's going on with people with Broken Arrow.
Yeah, I want to talk about that at some point. Yeah, it's one of the best music scores of all time. The music.
I bought that CD.
Dude, I still listen to it all the time.
Dude, that's like Hard Target CD. Boom, check, got it. Hard Boiled. Broken Arrow, Face Off. I'm like, anytime scores came out, I don't have the Mission Impossible 2 score. Is that available to purchase?
I have it on CD.
I have it.
I wonder. Well, see if you. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can download that then. But like, his but we walked out of Broken Arrow. We're just like high five, like, well, this is the best movie ever.
That was awesome. Howie Long.
Awesome,
man.
Howie Long was an action star at one point. We all
Firestorm.
Firestorm.
And he was hanging upside down in 3,000 Miles of Graceland, shooting 2 machine guns.
Oh, that's a great movie.
I love that movie. Yeah,
we should. Okay, that movie really got beat up bad.
Yeah, we'll do that one at some point then.
Yeah, I'll do that one again.
Oh, by the way, next week is Crying Freeman, and then I'm going on vacation for a bit, so we'll do the next one in a few weeks. I haven't decided what that'll be, so worry about that when we get back. So you get a break. So I was going to say, I actually just saw on my phone here, Cineplex Q4 profits plunge 89% as theater attendance drops across Canada.
Oh,
and I was like, well, when you release movies people want to see. There's that.
That
also the experience
not have to take a loan out to go watch a movie in the theater.
Right. And the experience is bad.
I think it's movies people want to see, because I read 2 days ago that they did the calculations and the Indian box office grew 18% year over year in 2025 over 2024. Yep. And same thing, it grew in 2024 over 2023. It's grown. And COVID be damned. And they want to see movies. They make the movies. They make action pictures with stars doing the things that people want to see them do. Done.
But Steve's theater, the one close to him, has all of those Indian movies because they've got multi screens.
Yep.
My theater, the I don't want to say the disease, but the disease theater that Owen named it. I just can't stop laughing over that. This is like one of the best namings that Owen did, but I'm not gonna say it. Anyways, that particular theater only has one screen that has the Indian movies, and then the VIP, or not the Oakville, Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill, that's where I go.
Yeah, that's the better one. That one has a few, but Steve's has a lot, and those are always full if you go to look to see.
Yeah.
But the theater experience is not good, because I don't mind paying the extra money, but the problem is I'm paying extra money and getting a bad experience. So it's two negatives: lots of money and experience. You go there, and the popcorn is sometimes not fresh, and then or they're dicks about they give it to you, and it's like, like the top inches. Like, you got to fill this, fill the bag. Like, come on, guys. And they go, here's your pop. It's like, literally, I can put 2 fingers from where the top is, right? It's like, can you fill this? Like, what do you it's like, and it needs to be quicker. I'm literally seeing 3 people standing around dicking around.
Yes.
While one person's taking the order, and there's 10 people. It's like, can you open up a couple more kiosks? Like, you have a bunch.
They're like fighting in the popcorn machine. You're like, you want to stop fighting in the popcorn machine and just get my fucking food?
And get exactly. Like, so this entire and again, when I used to go to the $5 theater, it was shit, because everybody knew that's $5. It's a free for all, right? You might get popcorn in time, you might not. It's a free for all. But now I'm paying $27 to Canadian to see this in IMAX, and now I'm getting dicked around. I'm like, no. I paid for the better experience, and and then there's the movies also are not that great. That's true. But even if they're the Indian movies and they are cool, this experience is still there.
Yep, you're in the right place for that, Ben.
I love
Under Siege 2 is amazing.
I think that's the best Seagal movie. Even though I like Out for Justice, but I mean, Under Siege 2 is awesome.
Mark Fredette, fucking awesome.
He sprayed the mace in his mouth.
I love that.
Guys, he sprayed the mace. Why is this? This isn't a discussion. He took the mace and sprayed it in his mouth. That right there, it's like, okay, best movie.
And
ever.
it's Zed from Pulp Fiction too. So
it's even more. Yeah, and
he says he's the best there is. Who's my instructor at Fort Bragg? 10 out of 10.
Yeah, those first, whatever they are, 6 I don't know however many it is.
Yeah,
like the first 6 or whatever.
I think the Delivery Man was this last sort of
okay.
Great window that I saw in the theater. No, I saw Exit Wounds in the theater. That wasn't bad.
Exit Wounds was in the theater, but you also got Fire Down Below.
Yeah. Oh, Fire Down Below has some good parts, but
it has the best line in it though. And son, you couldn't take out a cheeseburger from Burger King.
Yep.
I wish there were really obscure lines from these movies.
Yeah, that's great. But On Deadly Ground has like that speech at the end, which is unbelievably awful.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
But
I'm like,
But you have the speech by R. Lee Ermey, though. It's like, you put him in the jungle or whatever, and he'll build a shopping mall or bikini bottoms or whatever it's talking.
I don't know. I have to watch it again.
Isn't that so? That it's so silly. It's kind of awesome in its silliness.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. The thing with Mission Impossible 2. Oh yeah, I love Everett McGill. He's awesome.
I haven't seen him in much since then.
I don't know what happened to that
really
guy. People Under the Stairs. He was super. He was
Deadly Crown has Billy Bob Thornton talking about the butt of his machine gun. Like,
if
I put it out, I feel like kind of a pussy, but if I put it in, I feel
and he's just a henchman. He's not even a named character. Yeah, that's it. And on Air Force One, you're thinking of it's executive
decision. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, where he gets killed early on. Yeah.
Pissed off the.
But you know what, though? Honestly, that was disappointing. I was kind of looking forward to the two of them kind of like going like being there.
That
like,
was a missed opportunity. Yeah, him and
I felt kind of like, oh.
I think he only did it because I think he had to fill out a contract or something.
He had one movie left on it, and he was pissed off anyway. So they were like, "Fuck it, if he's okay with us
flying out the plane."
Also, he only did it because no one can kill Steven Seagal in a movie. Steven Seagal has to kill himself.
That's right. So he sacrifices himself for the.
He seals it and sacrifices himself. Yeah. Then they're going to be like, "Oh, Machete." No, Machete. He kills himself too. He does. This is nothing, and then moves it around and cuts his own self. So
he could have easily, but in all honesty, he could have easily survived that. So he could have been fine. It's
he probably landed.
Yeah. No, didn't hit any vital organs or anything, so he was fine.
Right, we will wrap it up there, I think. So next week we've never done a Mark Dacascos movie stream, so we're going to be discussing Crying Freeman, which I haven't watched for a few years. I remember loving it when it came out, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hold on, let's comment here. Does anyone else think that Chris Sarandon and Fright Night Mark Ruffalo are the same person? Yeah, they are
very similar looking. Yeah, I mean, I think there's like 25-year difference between the two of them, but they look the same.
Well, Mark, I can't stand Mark Ruffalo, so.
I'm kind of the same. He's the most boring Incredible Hulk.
Big time.
He was in The Dentist. He's a bit part in The Dentist, Mark Ruffalo. Yep.
Oh,
he's the boyfriend that's trying to get the girl to be a model, and he's paying for her to get her teeth fixed.
Oh, I haven't seen it in years.
Oh my god! I got the Vestron 2-pack of it.
I love both Dentist movies. They're both. I think part 2's almost better.
2's more bloody, but the first one still just kind of grates across your nerves.
Oh, it's fine. I was gonna ask my dentist if they've seen The Dentist. It's like
I hate teeth things, man.
That's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry, go ahead, Owen. Guess out.
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up now because we stopped talking about Mission Impossible about half an hour ago. But whatever, everyone likes it. It's great, so just watch it. So, and everyone who doesn't, well, oh well. We'll end it there. So so next week, Crying Freeman with Mark Dacascos. So join us for that before I go on vacation for my birthday. And remember, if you are watching, you are the action elite.